Hello everyone, welcome to a new vlog. I thought I'd bring you with me today because I've just come to Bath. Funny that I've come here twice in less than a week. I hardly ever come to Bath. I think it's been a whole year since I was last here. But I'm here for my first ever sort of PR blogger event. I'm coming to see the opening of a new furniture shop, Feather and Black. And yeah, apparently there's going to be bubbly and canapes and all that sort of thing that I think this is quite a normal thing for bloggers to do, so I'm giving it a go. So I'm a little bit nervous, considering how nervous I was for that next blogger network event that I went to, I'm actually not, in comparison to that where I was absolutely terrified. I have been working on my confidence. I don't know, I have mentioned it before, but obviously it's worked a bit because I feel calmer. The journey here is more stressful. I went the wrong direction twice. Ridiculous. I should know my way by now, really. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to vlog there. I probably won't speak to the camera because I'll be too nervous to do that in front of people, but I might try and show you what it's like. Sort of thing I was expecting, really. I was shown around the shop and all about the beds and the mattresses, the fact that they're made in Yorkshire. The farm grow all their own fillings for the mattresses, which is really cool. Yeah, I definitely think I'd come back there particularly for our mattress, because our mattress that we've got at home is not all that great. I think we are due for a new one, so I think that might be where I go for that. A little bit on the pricey side, but I think you are paying for the quality, and I love the fact that it's all sustainable materials and all that sort of thing. The only thing I wish I had done differently is gone a bit later, because just as I was leaving, most of the bloggers were just arriving, so it's a shame that I didn't get to mingle with them, because I did chat to a couple of people, but I'd sort of hoped to, standing in front of the pump room, I guess I'd hoped to spend a little bit more time chatting to people, trying to find more local bloggers to connect with, because being where I live in a little village in Somerset, people have hardly heard of blogging, let alone find another blogger. It's a rare thing, so a little bit disappointed about that. Almost tempted to turn around and go back in, but that would look a bit weird. So yeah, I'm going back to the car, really. I've come a long way for not a very long amount of time. I wish I'd come a bit sooner and done a bit of shopping by myself, but I'm coming back next week for another blogger event. This is really exciting. I hope that my sort of blogger career is sort of taking off a bit. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's go back to the car. Went into Smith's because that was still open till 7. I don't think there's anything else that's open though, but it doesn't matter. Bath is a lovely place to walk around. It's a few days later. I've got a feeling this vlog is going to be made up of lots of little random clips rather than consecutive days over the week. I hope that's all right. Today I'm out in the garden because well, number one, it's a beautiful day, and number two is I thought it was about time I did my hand washing of some of the Indian clothing that actually arrived way back in sort of autumn last year. I hope you can hear me all right. Of course, if you watch my vlogs, you'll know by now that I do live next to a very busy main road, but I can't do this indoors. So down by my feet are 2 big bags of Indian clothing. They start off with the paler colours and then go darker colours. I've got my tub to wash in, my tub to rinse in. I'm right near my whirligig washing line, and there are my pegs. And here's my laptop, which I am just about to listen to the Sarah Tasker podcast. Let's crack on with it, because the afternoon is getting on, and I was meant to start this morning, so it had all day to dry. So yeah, I better hurry up now.
My guest this week, Sky McAlpine, is probably living my dream life.
Job done. done, thank goodness. As with everything, it took about 10 times longer than I expected it to. I think it's a nice day tomorrow, so it doesn't get dry in time, so perhaps I could leave it out another day. The embellishments on these are just stunning. Sparkles are so pretty. I was just going inside and then I realised that I have not explained this at all. You may be wondering why on earth I have just washed a stack load of Indian clothes. These are the fabrics I buy in bulk and use from a handmade clothing company called Threads of a Fairy Tale. These are the fabrics I use to make fairy tale dresses because they are just stunningly beautiful. They're often really nice silk or silk blends or really nice cottons, but the embellishments are so beautiful, of course you can't put them through a washing machine. So sorry, I should have explained that to begin with. So these tend to be like either mismatched sets, they don't have the full set of the sari suit, or they're stained, and then I can, because of what I do, I just cut those bits out, work around them and start again and make a new dress just using bits, like patchworking bits of fabric together. So it's ideal for me and it saves them from going to landfill. It works out brilliantly because the dealer that I buy these from, who deals in Indian clothes, gets a bit of extra money from things that would otherwise be thrown away. I get bargain fabrics really, because if you were to buy, like behind here I've got this lovely bit of, this is probably, I think this is a silk viscose mix, but if you were to buy this by the metre, it would probably cost a hell of a lot more than I paid for it. And particularly some of these embellishments, they're just beautiful. I'm a real sucker for beading and sequins and that sort of thing. Sorry, I'm rambling now, I shall say goodbye. See you later. Another random clip a couple of days later. Look who has joined us, the famous Worthy Farm cows. You gonna say hello? No. Hey, that's my parasol base. I doubt it tastes very nice. So there goes all my planting plans for this summer. And I'm glad that I haven't got round to cutting down all the brambles that are bordering between us and the field, because they are at least protecting my flowers, my geraniums. I don't know which order I'm going to be putting these videos up in, but last week we spent the whole week clearing and tidying the sort of end bit of our driveway to turn it into a patio. I'm doing a whole video showing you the whole process. But this sort of bit here, which was covered in building rubble, I was going to plant some nice flowers, but there's absolutely no point now because the cows will just eat them. So at least I know not to do it. I would have been so annoyed if I planted this all up last week. Yes, you'd eat all my flowers, wouldn't you? I don't mind if you eat the stinging nettle. Yeah, go on that one. Or that one. You're welcome to them. You're quite a friendly one. I'm in Bath again. It was nice to have a reason to come here. I am going to a blogger breakfast. My first ever blogger meal of any kind, but going out for breakfast feels quite luxurious. So today is to find out all about the flower displays. I'm walking right up to the top of the Bath sort of main shopping centre to a place called Milsom Place. I guess up there is a bit more lesser, it's a bit more lesser known, a bit lesser known than this bit that I'm walking through now, which is where, well, we're just about to go past the pump room and the cathedral's over on the right, so it's a bit further up from that. And yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but it's also quite exciting. Well, I'm here at Milsom Place and it's a pretty entrance. It smells gorgeous.
About greening, and if you actually look through it, we're going to go that way. But if you actually go up through this alleyway, you can see how green material, especially evergreen material, can make a difference. So if you're starting off in the garden or a courtyard, always go for the sort of greening stuff, like box, like bay. And the other thing is to go for scented plants. If you can get scented plants in a garden, or into an urban situation like this. We've got going up through that corridor, then we put a climber up there with a good scent to it. So even just simple greening can make a difference. It's a shame it's not going to be out in flower. It's not started to scent yet, but it does come out in full flower a bit later on. So as we go up through,
Hello, I'm home. Oh, what a great day. I don't know if you could tell from when I was talking earlier, but I was so nervous. I don't know, I need to do these things more often because I just get nervous, and I know that the more I do it, the more I'll get more comfortable with these sort of social situations, so I just need to keep doing it. I'm hoping this is the start of a proper blogger career. It's ridiculous that I've been doing this for 14 years, but somehow the whole PR thing and working with other people has just sort of passed me by. So I didn't really tell you what today was about actually, and partly because Bath was really busy. Rain was walking along next to me, and I just feel a bit weird chatting to the camera with Rain walking alongside me. It just feels a bit weird, so I didn't really say what was going on. So I was up at Milsom Place, which was, I think I mentioned it was further up the main high street of Bath, and is actually easy to miss. So if you're in Bath, I mean, there is a sign above the sort of the entrance, but there's a beautiful florist just at the entrance, so look out for that if you're on the hunt for it. And there's a whole sort of little network of little alleys and shops and cafes, and it was so beautiful. The gardener John Wheatley is involved, and I think has been involved for a while, in making that area just look good, and he was showing us like the techniques that he used to help draw the eye through all the little corridors and alleyways, and by showing how just using greenery really sort of elevates a space. And it is so true. I mean, when you see like a plain wall, it just looks so much better when there's a plant growing up it. So it was fascinating to talk to a proper gardener. If you don't know who he is, he's like won a lot of medals at Chelsea Flower Show and all the major flower shows really. And he was such a nice guy as well. He was obviously so forthcoming with his knowledge and information and friendly, so that was a really pleasant morning. So I think the bloggers and journalists were invited along because this weekend is Bath in Bloom, the big event. There's this lovely archway of flowers where people can pose for photographs, although the week when you see this, that weekend will obviously have passed, but all the planting is going to just carry on being there. I can't believe they've got all those orchids. It looked all the orchids and ferns and things, and John was telling us that those are the plants that work well in the shade. A lot of these walkways, there's very little sunlight. Apparently in America, in public spaces, they use light bulbs with a spectrum that will help plants grow, but they don't do it in this country. I guess it's more expensive, but yeah, so that was quite interesting. The blogger breakfast itself was really good. They did very nice breakfast and very reasonably priced as well, so I definitely recommend there. It was so nice to chat to other bloggers. I met some lovely people. It was a really good day. And then after we had the tour around all the flower displays, we then went and had a gin and tonic in the room above, and I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of that off the top of my head. I was so tired. I had to go up so early this morning. Unless we've needed to catch a plane, my alarm has not gone off that early for a long time. Breakfast, a blogger breakfast. Why couldn't it have been brunch at least? But I will be writing all this up on my blog, so please go and have a look at that. I will put the link in the description below, and I took lots of photos of the flowers and plants, so if you're interested in that, please go and have a look. So I just thought I'd fill you in on what I couldn't really say at the time, and now I'm gonna go and write it all up and do some video editing as well. I've got so many videos to catch up on, so please hit that subscribe button because I have got a lot of videos coming up that I think you'll like. And now that I know we're not moving to America for a year, and I think that along with hitting the big 40 has meant I've just sort of been thinking about my future, and I really would like to do this sort of thing and the blogging. I would really like that to be a much bigger part of my future really. I really love doing it. I've always loved writing. and I love photography, and it just I think it's right for me. So I really would appreciate it if you could subscribe. I know a lot of people who watch, it comes up in your list of recommended videos and aren't yet subscribers, but I do need those numbers, because that's what people look at, that's what the PR companies look at, that's what the people that want to work with me look at. And I feel like I can't keep doing this as a hobby forever. I can't earn any money from YouTube until I reach 1,000 subscribers, so it really would mean a lot to me. I still can't believe that as many of you watch my videos as you do. I hope I'm entertaining you, and I hope you like watching these vlogs as well as the other videos I do in between. Thank you for watching. I'm just going to film one last clip for this vlog. It's now Sunday morning, and I'm taking part in something called the Big Sing. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what it is. I think everyone just gets together and has a sing. So I'm here with the choir, and we just had our little rehearsal, and now the band are warming up. Oh, here they go. So I just see what I can film of this. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do. It's sad seeing the Glastonbury Festival bits in there. So this is the Tithe Barn. It's very impressive. I think it was burnt down a few years ago, and Michael Levis, whose house is there, rebuilt it basically. Hello. Was nice. It brought back memories of school assembly. We sang lots of old hymns that I bet my kids would not have heard any of, because they don't do that sort of thing anymore in schools, do they? So I've just popped down the road. Tithe Barn is just up this little lane, because they don't usually let people drive in here. There's usually a barrier down. But just behind me over there, am I pointing in the right direction? Just there, don't know if you can see it, that's the Glastonbury Pyramid stage. Now this time last year and this time next year, that will have its coat on. Oh, it's so sad. I miss the festival so much, and it would be next week. I am feeling quite sad about it actually. It is kind of nice to have a year off, because you do feel more enthused for the following year, but I'm gonna miss it badly. So yeah, there's the pyramid stage for Glastonbury Festival, and there's Glastonbury Tor. Can you see that in the distance? I'll zoom in. And Michael Levis was in the audience, right on the front row, of course, because it's Michael Levis. Oh, I've got my fingers tightly crossed that one day he'll ask the choir to perform at Glastonbury Festival. How cool would that be to serve perform there? I'm really hoping that's going to happen one day. Okay, I'm going to end the vlog here then, because I'll be off home now. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you didn't mind all my waffling yesterday. And if you'd like to see more from me, more vlogs, more random videos, sometimes fashion, sometimes crafty things and sewing, and it's a whole variety of stuff. So hopefully there'll be something there that you like watching, and if so, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.